All right, so first, can I just point out the playoff intensity from the leaders on the team? Woo! Playoffs, elimination game.
Reeves, he's only averaging 17 points and shooting 42% from the field.
Reggie Miller wasting no time getting people ready to blame Austin Reeves. Okay, so we're going to freeze here already. Why? Well, who's LeBron guarding? Who's Luka guarding? Does that make any sense? Now look at the rest of the Lakers. It's pretty clear that they all have an assignment. LeBron is the only one you're like, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, granted, help defense has its place, but you're talking about him playing the 5. You're talking about him playing 1 through 5. The truth is that he plays the same thing every night. Whatever requires him to move the least, but maybe have a shining moment where he comes over to help and he gets the glory because someone else is doing the primary defending and he gets to block someone from behind. In the meantime, he moves the least of anyone on the Lakers, including the guy that everybody says is out of shape. And I'm not saying Luka is or isn't out of shape, but why would you make the guy who's out of shape do more work than the guy who's in the best shape ever? Completely unconfirmable compliments being thrown to LeBron James after he's eliminated about his incredible conditioning. If any of it is true, you don't give him the easiest defensive assignment. Granted, they convinced all of you gullible sheep out there that it was a difficult assignment, but that's not what you're going to see when I break down the film. It's not what happened.
Umpire Ray Acosta, the ultimate Trey Maddox in the replay center. Jason Goble, and here we go.
Freeze. Luka is being beaten off the dribble. No denying it. Absolutely no denying it. Now, is that because he's out of shape or because he can't guard Julius Randle, period? In the meantime, what's LeBron James doing? I guarantee you, if you gave Luka the floating defensive assignment, he would look better because what would he be doing? Well, he'd be sitting there in no man's land, just like LeBron James is right now. Is he doing something wrong? I don't know, because I don't know what he's supposed to be doing. He's the floater. Oh, wait a minute. Or is he the 5? I'm so confused. As long as the assignment is very vague, you can't really blame LeBron. But hey, LeBron, just go wherever the fuck you want to while everyone else takes the blame. Okay, Luka can't guard Julius Randle. He's not a great defender, and yet here he is trying. You don't get points for trying when it's win or lose, but the point I'm making is we're talking about his conditioning. Okay, he's trying. What's LeBron doing? Who is LeBron guarding even now? We never know. You got me sounding like I'm defending Luka. I'm just trying to separate the narrative from reality. Luka was never a great defender, and yet everybody's acting surprised that he didn't come through with great defense. While you're praising LeBron James for being able to guard 1 through 5 and being the best shape, make LeBron James guard Julius Randle. And Kenny the Smith, in a desperate clutch client attempt to defend LeBron, said LeBron's best position is to guard the 3 because he can't guard Julius Randle.
They believe their best lineup is when LeBron James is at the 4. And I don't think he can guard Julius Randle.
Wait a minute. LeBron can't guard Julius Randle, but you expect Luka to?
Has been scoring well the last 3.
Now, we all heard this inspiring coach, instead of taking accountability, throwing players under the bus, namely Luka, sneak dissing, talking about guys who are out of shape while praising LeBron James. Oh, some people are in phenomenal condition. If you really believe that, why don't you ask more of LeBron? Why don't you make him play positions that require someone who is in good physical condition? Oh, but he did. He made LeBron play the 5. LeBron had to guard Rudy Gobert. Nope, wrong. First of all, that's not that difficult. Secondly, LeBron was in no man's land the whole time. The entire Warriors roster is smaller than LeBron James, and they found a way to stop Rudy Gobert. The Lakers have 4 7-footers on the roster that JJ didn't use. Now, LeBron did guard Randall from time to time in the playoffs. When he did so, did he do a good job? If so, when? Can you tell me exactly when? And if LeBron did guard Randall well, let's say that that's your argument as a fanboy, then why the new strategy that puts Luka on Randall? Oh, because we have no choice but to put LeBron in the 5? Really? Because LeBron didn't do a damn thing in the 5. For your convenience, I broke down what Randall did in the previous games. Starting with this game, the one we're looking at, Game 5, 23 points on 50% shooting. 25 points on 40.9% in Game 4. 22 points on 46% in Game 3. 27 points on 52% in Game 2. 16 on 54.5% in Game 1. Let's focus on those numbers for a moment, because also in Game 1, LeBron James had 19 points, only 3 more points than Julius Randle on a lower shooting percentage, 44.4%. Austin Reeves, 16 points, all the way down to Julius Randle level. I thought Julius Randle was getting praised in the series while Austin Reeves was being shit on in the series. Moving along, LeBron James does what he does, attempting to set a moving screen. He misses everything mostly here, and therefore Connolly escapes injury. Watch Luka get this offensive rebound. He gets it, but Randle knocks it out of his hand, and Luka, instead of fighting for the ball, decides to complain. Now look, Randle knocks that out clean. They bump bodies afterward, and Luka's upset about that. But you know what? Instead of trying to sell the body afterward, try getting the ball back. Oh, flail. You guys thought I was going to defend Luka all day? No. But what's LeBron James doing in the meantime? Come on, Luka. My God, look at him. and look at Hachimura too. Like, everybody's spending their energy trying to convince the refs that something bad happened to them instead of just playing basketball, except for LeBron, who's are you enjoying the show, LeBron? Here's a couple of seconds from the live stream TNT angle that we were doing.
Get that little goddamn Gobert.
Look at LeBron James. Hands at his side, flat-footed. Does he know that he's in the game right now? Does Mr. I'm the best conditioned player in the league know that he's in the game right now? So Luka's flustered because he didn't get a whistle on that body contact, and indeed the Lakers just didn't know what to do when every call didn't go their way. Here's LeBron wiping the Balco off. Hey, LeBron, you enjoying watching your teammates? How's the view from the corner, LeBron? The best conditioned guy on the floor. Working his butt off. And what's he got the energy for? To raise his hands and complain. This is what LeBron James contributes to the team. Now look in the crowd for a moment, because this is something that disturbs me. We've got fanboys in training. You know, they listen to ESPN, they listen to Nick Wright, and they learn when they look at the game to, instead of analyze what they actually saw, immediately start trying to come up with excuses to explain away failure. Look at LeBron. Look at the example LeBron is setting. Okay, this is an important play. Again, Luka gets beaten, and beaten badly. No denying it. No denying it. Hachimura is coming over to help. LeBron has to clog that lane. LeBron has one job. They have a 7'1" guy that you don't want under the rim. LeBron, get in front of him. Box him out. What are you doing? What is LeBron doing right now? Is this what you call playing the 5? And then Rudy Gobert scores like it's the easiest thing that's ever happened. And we're talking about a guy who doesn't have an offensive bag. Look at LeBron's body language. He's disappointed. He's upset with whoever was playing the 5. Fanboys, I know this is an awkward situation for you, and therefore you're just calling me a hater right now instead of acknowledging what's happening. So here's your opportunity. Please type in detail why what LeBron James did here was great defense. Okay, watch this play from this angle and then watch it from the TNT overtime angle.
Hey!
When you look at LeBron, what is the toughest part of his day? Blowing on his hands? Mr. Conditioning? Taking off before the play's over? Getting ready to have a head start? Now listen to Reggie Miller during these free throws. Oh, Reggie Miller.
When you look at this Minnesota team, they really do have 8 starters. Naz Reid would start just for about anyone else in this league.
It was truly nauseating how often we heard about the disadvantages that the Lakers had. The lack of depth, how good the other team's roster was, etc., etc., etc. Even if it was true, they overplayed it. Let's do a reality check on this pity card and look at the Lakers roster. Vanderbilt played 24.1 minutes per game on average in Utah, 25 minutes per game when he was with Minnesota. Can't be that bad, can he? His minutes per game went down to 16 this year in LA. LA is so spoiled that a guy who got big minutes for another team doesn't get big minutes here, or at least not as big of minutes. Exactly where do we draw the line between starter minutes and worthless minutes? Finney-Smith played 33 minutes per game for the Mavs and 28 for Brooklyn. Those are significant minutes. He played 28 minutes per game for LA this year. Okay, comparable. Now, every coach is going to do something different with his starters' minutes, but if you're wondering what technically a starter usually gets, it's between 24 and 36 minutes. Finney-Smith was a starter elsewhere and a starter here. Gabe Vincent played 26 minutes per game for Miami, 21 minutes per game here in LA. I don't know why I keep saying here. I'm not in LA. Jackson Hayes is probably the most interesting one. He had 20 minutes per game in New Orleans, went down to 16 minutes per game in LA, went back up to 19 this year in LA. Now, if he was getting 19 minutes per game while the Lakers secured the 3 seed, why would you bench him now? Let's look at some of the people that got shipped out, since LeBron and the Lakers like to complain about not having time with their roster, not developing cohesion. Well, D'Lo got shipped out and plays 24 minutes per game for Brooklyn. These are all players who were just recently on the Lakers roster and are now starters elsewhere. Maybe the most interesting of those is Russell Westbrook. He was not a starter at the beginning of the season for Denver. He was coming off the bench but giving great contributions, and now is a starter and might be one of the most compelling stories in the NBA regarding how his contributions have led to Denver success. Why is he more interesting than the other guys on this screen? Well, Westbrook not only wasn't quote unquote good enough for the Lakers, but was blamed for the problems that the Lakers were having. And yet here he is now, an integral piece to a team that has gone further in the playoffs than the Lakers. All right, and then this guy. Who is this guy? Was this guy an important piece? I think we just saw how important he was. And yet we actually heard the media telling audiences that Anthony Davis had stood in LeBron's way. Anyway, that was my rather long but thorough response to Reggie Miller making excuses for the Lakers regarding their roster. All right, I didn't get through that much footage yet, admittedly, but I am being thorough in breaking apart all of these lies, all of these narratives, all of these excuses. More game breakdown coming in part 2. I hope you'll come back.